Do you ever feel like your brain and body are literally working against you? Like you know you should not be doom scrolling, or at times you get hit with these thoughts and emotions you can't even control. Yeah, it happens with me as well. And I'm pretty sure there's the same situation with millions of teenagers all across the world. Between your brain still being under construction and your hormones hijacking your system, it's no wonder that we feel like losing our minds half the time. So let's dig deeper and understand what is actually going on inside a teenager's mind during probably the most chaotic years of life. So let's start at the moment everything changes. Usually around the ages 10 to 14. Your body starts this biological explosion. Puberty kicks in and suddenly you're not the same kid anymore. Your voice cracks, your body grows in weird ways, and your hormones start flooding your system like someone turned on a fire hose. Testosterone levels skyrocket. One day, you're just a kid playing video games. Next, your brain gets completely hijacked by lust. You start seeing the world, and especially girls, differently. And honestly, it feels confusing as hell. You might feel guilty or weird about how much your thoughts are consumed by lust. But here's the reality. It's all pure biology. Something which is never taught to a teen, neither by education nor by his parents. Often sidelined as taboo topic. If fate turns out to be bitter, although I hope not, this very lust can lead to consequences irreversible. Now, we hit the next phase, ages 14 to 17. This is where the chaos hits its absolute peak. You're dealing with the full force of testosterone, the awkwardness of a body that fully doesn't feel yours yet, and a brain that is still very much under construction. Because that prefrontal cortex is still remodeling itself. Your impulse control is basically non-existent. You're walking around in this trance-like state, driven by instant rewards, peer pressure, and hormonal chaos. Your amygdala, the instinct and emotion center, is screaming louder than any rational part of your brain. You might feel random spikes of anger, frustration, and energy that you can't explain. And what about the lust? Well, it's still there, but now it's mixed with the pressure of actual social interaction. You're navigating through relationships and your own mind while your brain is still buffering. Society expects you to sit perfectly still in a classroom for 8 hours a day, but your biology is telling you to move, to explore, to chase. This is the stage where a lot of guys feel completely lost. You're not a kid anymore, but neither are you an adult. You're caught in the fog. You're going through the motions, but you're constantly distracted. That's not a failure. That is the process. Then finally comes the phase of late teens into your early 20s, where the fog actually starts to lift. Your brain's myelination improves, which is just a fancy science way of telling that your prefrontal cortex is finally catching up. Your ability to plan, control your impulses, and delay gratification starts advancing to adult levels. You're still not fully mature, that doesn't happen until you're 25, but hey, at least you're getting until there. The hormonal chaos doesn't disappear, but you start to understand how to manage it. You're no longer completely controlled by lust and instant gratification. You can actually think about the consequences. you start to see the bigger picture. The trance is lifting, and you're becoming more aware of who you actually are, separate from the noise, the hormones, and the peer pressure. So, why am I talking about all of this? Because knowing why you went through or are going through this phase and the chaos and so much of emotional turbulence creates a lot of difference. But here's the key: don't stay stuck in it. Learn to pause, learn to take a control, and most importantly, don't let lust consume you. Must learn to keep it under control and channelize all that energy elsewhere. And teenage is the time that you begin doing it. This phase is shaping who you're becoming to, from genesis to trance to transcendence. The journey is quite long, chaotic, and filled with traps. But the one who emerges with his morale intact is the one who would rise above all the difficulties of life. With that, I conclude this video. If you found this video to be meaningful, then do subscribe to my channel and share this video among your peers. And do let me know in the comments which phase you are in right now and what's the hardest part about it. I'll catch you in the next one.